In this quick video guide, I want to show you this excellent tool which is called SVG Generator, and you can find it for free in public domain vectors.org. So just type these on Google or any other search engine, and you can access the website from this first page. Now, we already talked about this website because it's really nice. It's gonna give you a lot of free SVG assets that you can use, which will be public domain. So you can use the website as a search engine for SVG, so vector graphics, or you can use the editor, which again we talked about in another video, and then the SVG generator. Now, if you want to do something really specific, you should use the SVG editor or another graphic design tool like Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop or similar, like GIMP or open source software as well. And if you have any question, you can write it in the comments. You can also write suggestions for other users. So anything that it's similar to this topic will be appreciated. So in the SVG generator, which is this tool right here, you can generate vector graphics in a random way. So the first thing you could do is just go here and click generate. This is going to generate randomized compositions of, in this case, rotated ellipse. So generate will continue to generate. Overlay will add on top of the previous generated graphics. So you can see that this is really basic stuff. If you need something more advanced, you can check other videos and guides in the channel and also courses in graphic design. Now let's play a little bit with others types. So I'm gonna overlay some random circles and overlay here some straight lines, overlay some curved lines, and go on with that. So I'm just overlaying layers. Now I cannot go layer by layer here, so I need to, they kind of get one on top of the other, but I cannot see the single layers. So that's something that I can do in a more advanced software again. So I can just play around. Perhaps I can create a nice background for a website or whatever graphic design I need. And so continue to experiment with that. When you're finished, you can click on export to SVG, and this is going to generate the SVG for you. So you can see here it has the date when it was generated. So I'm going to call this randomize graphics. Okay, and I'm gonna save it into a folder in my computer, and that's it. Now I can open this in Adobe Illustrator, GIMP, or whatever graphic design software you use, or vector graphic software like AutoCAD, Illustrator, whatever. So these are composed by vectors, and they will be like decomposed into vertices and vectors. So you can also go here in the parameters and change this a little bit. So for example, let's restart all over again. I'm gonna go to Degenerate. Let's start with these circles. So I can change here, first of all, the background. So this is gonna be a gray background. So if I click there, I can assign another color. This is gonna be the hexadecimal code. You can copy and paste that there, or you can click on this. Just make sure that you change the background. So if I say generate, now it's gonna have a different background. And if I want to change the count here, this is gonna increase the count of elements inside the graphic. And the stroke color. The stroke is the external part of the shape, for those of you who don't know. And there you go. So I'm gonna use this and also increase the width so we can see it better. There you go. So that's the stroke right there. So it's the edge of your shape. And then you can change the fill color as well. So the fill inside the object. Now let's make this something a little bit different so we can see the difference. And again, let's generate. There you go. So another different shape. So these are like looking like bubbles, something like that. And what we have, well, you can change opacity. Right now it's at 20%. You can change the minimum size, maximum size, padding, and so on. So you can play around with those parameters and regenerate every time you want until you find the one that you like. So it's a completely like brainstorming process, randomized process. Now you can also use randomize, which is gonna do it for you. So you can continue to click on randomize. It's gonna change the parameters down here. It's gonna create different solutions for you, and you can just go on and on until you find the one that you actually were looking for. Or you can build on top of that. So if I like this as a background, maybe I want to add some text. Now you can use text as characters or use text as word. So let's do first characters. And if I generate right now, it's gonna create these like brackets right there. And if I change that, I can type SVG. Let's change also the field color again. So it's gonna be SVG, and let's overlay. Now be careful there, sometimes it doesn't get the color, so I used to click on that little circle right there, and it's overlay. There you go. So we have now different text with different color, or you can use these text words. You can copy and paste here any text that you want. You can also change the font, and again, opacity, fill color, and all that stuff. And there you go. So if I want to create kind of a text composition, I can do that. And then we have this other thing, bound render, which, and again, just play around with the parameters or randomize. There you go. Well, doesn't look too fun, but you know, do whatever you want with this. Just have fun, and let's try here with some straight lines and randomize. And again, just play around. That's all you need to do. When you're ready, export everything, and that's it. This is all you can do with this online tool. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe to the channel for more. You can check the graphic design section in the channel, and also other video guides about 3D design, video editing, audio editing, and so on. And also, if you want to support us just a little bit, you can join the channel as a supporter. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.